my friends that will love to get inside this garden when it has some green in it. These are the little critters that we're contending with. They are quite beautiful. I always like seeing them unless I see them in my garden. There's the hunter on the prowl, looking for another vole. Hope he gets it. Good morning, YouTube. Coming to you from my bedroom balcony sanctuary. It is a place that I love to come to catch the morning sun, and I usually do some meditation and some journaling. The hummingbird feeders are up here because I keep them high so that they're away from any bear danger. There aren't a ton of hummingbirds yet. It's still early in the season, but I do love to get out here and just kind of start the day right after a workout. I really appreciate those of you who have been interested in watching our crazy eclectic videos. One thing that I know is that Gary and I have been together for over 2 decades. And the reason why we match so well is because we are very different in so many ways. And I feel like we complement each other. We have similar likes that give us both passion and purpose. And we also are so vastly different, but we love each other for those differences. And so it works. Anyway, today I'm going to do some video clips of my gardening journey and really what I'm going to do in the yard this afternoon. Look at my new garden overalls. They have garden gnomes on them and they are fantastic. And I would love to have 15 pairs of these with different prints. I got them from Duluth and they're a little bit pricey, so I won't ever have 15 pairs. But when I put my garden gnome overalls on, it makes me feel happy. And getting in my garden today is going to make me feel happy. So follow along if you're interested, and I'll take you where I go. Thought I would give you a little bit of a view from my top balcony. You can see a little hummer friend has come to join. Sweet babies. I got a little solar disc fountain for my hummingbirds and just used a pasta bowl. It's very simple. Put some rocks in there. Just want them to have a little bit of a water source. And this is a small little balcony, but it is beautiful, and you can see, seriously, the sky is so pretty and blue today. And I am looking forward to getting down in my garden and starting a few root vegetables and lettuces. And I'm going to go ahead and plant those seeds, even not having the garden fortified. And I figured that would give me a little bit of a drive to get that project done, so that by the time my little sproutlings start sticking their heads out of the ground, I have them protected. Also, I'm looking forward to some spinach and arugula and fresh beet juice and some of the things that I can get. Radishes. I like to pickle radishes, and they come up really quickly. And I'm so excited to get growing. One of the things that I miss most about living in the most remote county in the lower 48 is Costco in the city. And before Mother's Day, Costco has the most beautiful plants, geraniums, and some tomatoes and peppers. And I was in Denver in the middle of April and went to Costco and picked up a few things that I was really loving and thought I could keep alive. This you're looking at is a jalapeno pepper plant, which I have been fairly successful in keeping alive, although this thing is resilient, because I don't know, a week or so ago I accidentally left a tomato, this sad zucchini, and this jalapeno plant out here on the deck all night, and the temperature was like 31 degrees or something, and the tomato just died. I mean, it never recovered. This jalapeno plant, although it's got some frost damage on it, it is going to do fine. And so it's very resilient, and now it's been tested by frost, so it'll probably be pretty strong. And then this zucchini, I thought this zucchini was done for, but it still had enough green that I kept bringing it out and watering it. And look, there's a new leaf. There's actually another leaf coming in over here too. And so I think this zucchini might survive. I don't know how well it will do, but yeah, such a bummer. I was so mad at myself for leaving these outside. And the tomato I just had to toss. It was definitely done for. Just a little bit of a view on my little solar guy. I got that little solar disc that floats on Amazon for like $7 and put it in an old pasta bowl and threw some rocks in there. And so far so good. I'll have to keep up on the water levels because it evaporates pretty quickly, but I'm happy that my little Hummers have a little water source up here. And then here's just an overview of the garden from above. Kind of an odd shaped little guy, and looks, I mean, I have to agree with some people who have said it looks like a gravesite. But wait till you see it in full bloom. It's amazing. So we're gonna get down there today, and I'll take you with me. Okay, out in the garden, starting to work my way around. My plan sort of morphs and changes as I go, and I think that's going to be the case throughout the entire project. You saw last time that I am putting 3/4 inch wire fencing around like the bottom 2-ish feet of the fencing that I already have established. So you can see that wire fencing back there. I have a little bit of that fencing left that I cut. I'm going to go ahead and install that. But I ordered on Amazon. I cheated because it's such a pain to cut those 4-foot sheets of wire into 2-foot sheets. They're all wound up. Here, let me show you. The fencing starts like this, all wound in a tube. And I've had this for a long time, and so I really wanted to just use it. But I have made the decision after such painful encounters with this type of wire as I cut that I am going to use this 4-foot fencing for other things, like trellising and other sort of gardening home things. And I ordered on Amazon some 24-inch wide 3/4 inch wire fencing. I ordered 100 feet of it. It was like $87 on Amazon. I don't know what kind of quality it'll be, but I decided that would save me a lot of time and energy. You can see over here some of the wire that I cut. This is what I've been using, and it works really well, but it's just so painful that I have decided to go the easy route. Okay, so what I'm working on now, let me show you what I'm working on now. A friend of mine, friend of our family, his name is Galen, he has made these bird houses, and I want to incorporate them in my fence design. But right now, the only way to hang them is via this hook here. So it's great if you want to hang them in a tree, but since I want to kind of put them in with the garden, I'm trying to figure out how to best affix them so that they withstand the wind. So I'm going to do a little bit of experimentation with putting a screw in the back that I can just attach some wire to and wind it tight, and try and affix it that way. And I'll show you how this ends up being incorporated in the garden. But I'm really, really excited since I've turned into a total bird lady. They aren't out super thick right now, because I scare them off, but man, I have learned to really, really, really love my birds, and so I want to give them some houses and some places to live. All right, well, this is what I did. I just put a couple of screws in here. Whoa, and I'm gonna use them as anchor points. And I'm gonna try to get that up there on that rebar. I also need to tighten up those lights while I'm up there. And then I'll put the fencing up kind of around it, but I know that rebar's solid and the birdhouse won't go anywhere. And so I'm gonna get it up there and see if it works. What do you think? Do you think this is gonna work? I'm gonna use this wire and just kind of tighten it around that rebar. It might be too wide. These might be too wide. But I can usually figure something out. I was just getting ready to climb the ladder and affix the birdhouse when I noticed how beautiful Round Top looks today. It almost looks like a fake picture because it's so gorgeous. And I thought, let's take a walk up the hill and I'll show you. This is a little game trail that serves kind of a dual purpose because it leads up to this little swing that we have up here. And this swing we actually had at our house in Denver, and we moved it with us and we love it. I don't get up here enough, and it was really windy over the last couple days, so I'm impressed the cushions actually stayed. But let's see if I can get a good view of Round Top for you. It's really magical, very protective in my eyes. I feel like it's a really beautiful mountain overlooking our whole little town. And whoop, I almost fell. I do that all the time with you guys. Look at that. Isn't she lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. We have a few trees that block that view from us, and I pick the trees, but my goodness, that view is just a few steps away, and it really is a reminder of all of the good things that come along with living here in the most remote county, in the most remote town in the lower 48. Well, I've lost track of time entirely. It's been a beautiful day out here in the sunshine. And before any of you ask, yes, I do have sunscreen on. The sun at almost 9,000 feet, or what did Gary figure? It was 86 something. I still don't know. It's quite intense. Now, everybody I've talked to today that has come out here has said, oh gosh, it's so cold. I have had a delightful day out here. Just wanted to show you where I ended today. I think I'm done. I'm gonna enjoy the last bits of sunshine with the birds and the hummers. The hummers tend to come to the feeder just before sunset. They're getting their last minute energy. But I want to show you the progress I made. It's a little weird and wacky, but I'm in love with it. And I have been finding trinkets and treasures as the day goes on, trying to put little magical things here and there because that's kind of my style. And I still have more of that to do, but I love having little hidden magical areas in my garden for the fairies to play, Tinkerbell. I'll show you the progress. I'll start here at the gate because you've seen that before. And you can see I have added all along. Boy, I don't know if this video actually does this beautiful fence justice. And the sun glare might be terrible. But there's that side, and excuse my tools and whatnot. I did figure out how to hang that birdhouse there. And then I did a little weaving. It's harder to see here, but actually I don't know if it's harder to see. The glare isn't so terrible. So let's see, I'll show you how I ended up fastening that. That looks a little embarrassing, but it's very secure and it will stay there. Did a little bit of weaving with these more fresh willows. They're easier to weave. Put another birdhouse there. And then there's just a little wind chime that I love so much. And that's all the progress I made today. So you can see the fencing around the bottom, and then the tops with a little bit of weave. Oh, there's a butterfly. Oh, added him. Isn't he pretty? And yeah, I'm really liking it. I can't wait to see it with the lights off, all magical and fly. And I still have a ton of work to do, but anyway, that's my day. Well, it's the end of my day, I don't know, I think 3 work day in the garden on the fence. I still have a ton of days. I think I estimated it's going to take me 10 days total. And I definitely won't be filming all of that, but I'll give you milestone updates because you'll get bored. But it's beautiful out here, and I am going to need quite a few more willows. So we are going to have to take another adventure up the hill to get the willows. I'll tell you, the birds absolutely love all of these places to perch and land. And I'm pretty happy to be able to bring them a spot to enjoy. So with that, take care. See you real soon. Bonus footage. It's not quite dark, but you can appreciate the lights in the garden. I'm gonna show you the tangled lantern that I love. Isn't it pretty? Have a good night. See you later.